What's up, guys? Mickle here, and I think the bears are officially done for. We just went through one of the hardest periods in cryptocurrency history. We saw one of the biggest frauds in US financial history, FTX, absolutely decimate the cryptocurrency industry, alongside Terra Luna, one of the biggest stable coins on earth, absolutely collapsing and going to zero. We saw DeFi exchange hacks everywhere, and one of the biggest regulatory clampdowns this industry has ever seen. But guys, through all of that, the cryptocurrency market chugged along, survived, and I think we are now officially on the other side of it. Now, this is something I've been talking constantly about on this channel, and I want to talk about in this video where this market goes next. I want to talk about why, when everyone was so bearish, everyone was calling for this next big collapse, I continued to be bullish and positive on this market. Guys, in this video, we're going to talk about exactly where Bitcoin and XRP are going, because I think Bitcoin right now is telling us all we need to know about what is coming for XRP in the near future. Guys, we went through a very challenging time. It's time to start reaping the rewards of everything we just went through. Like always, your support means so much to this channel. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to take a quick second to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's really going to help me out so much. Also, if you ever need a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my favorite exchange, Uphold, down in the description of this video. Guys, Uphold is giving away 100,000 XRP right now. You sign up with the exchange, you might not even have to buy XRP. You might just be given XRP. You do not want to miss out on that opportunity. With that said, though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the content. So guys, I tweeted out today something that was definitely getting a lot of people's attention, and that was, it's cute watching people worried about whether XRP is going to pump or not. Know what you hold. And the reason why I tweeted out this was there's been so much fear in the XRP community recently about how Bitcoin is pumping, about how some scam coins are pumping, but XRP hasn't made a big move yet. And guys, all I have to say to that is I'd love to see anyone's logic for why XRP would pump before these other coins, based on the fact that every single cycle they have moved before XRP. And what I'm pointing out here is that every single time XRP has went on its big run, it's been after Bitcoin and after a lot of the meme and you know what coins. Guys, nothing we are seeing right now should make you worried at all about where XRP is going. And in fact, I think it should make you extremely excited. I want to share something with you that I think a lot of people just aren't paying enough attention to, and that's the fact we are already well within a brand new bull market. Guys, Bitcoin right now is in the mid 44,000s, and it's up 160% on the year. This is not a question of whether or not we're in a bull or bear market. We are well within a bull market right now. One thing we know is that XRP always follows Bitcoin on these pumps. I'm going to show you that in a second, but just take a look at where XRP is sitting, up 70% on the year. Yes, that is amazing. That is good gains, but I think we all know what we want to happen, and that's for XRP to catch up to Bitcoin so they have similar gains, or maybe even XRP far outperforms Bitcoin. But one thing we know is we can actually look at history for whether or not that's going to happen. Take a look at this chart. This is so important to understand. Every single time Bitcoin has went on its run, altcoins have followed and many times even outperformed, but it has lagged Bitcoin. What we are seeing is back in 2018, Bitcoin went on a massive run, altcoins also followed but delayed and they went higher. Almost the same exact thing happened in 2021, and what we are likely going to see is the same exact thing happen in 2024. Bitcoin has made its move up. We have seen that. Altcoins haven't yet, but every single time in the past, altcoins have eventually caught up to Bitcoin. Guys, this is why when I see Bitcoin breaking out right now, I get extremely excited, because it lets me know that the altcoins big move is likely right around the corner. For those people saying, oh, I don't get why Bitcoin's pumping, XRP should be pumping, they need to understand that XRP historically has never pumped without Bitcoin, so they should be excited Bitcoin is pumping, because that means XRP's move is potentially right around the corner. And what we're seeing is XRP looks very, very good when you look at a yearly chart. It's pushing the highs of where it's been trading. All we need is some fundamentally bullish catalyst, some injection of liquidity, some ETF filing to get this market extremely excited. Something like a Ripple IPO. Guys, all these things would bring so much excitement, so much liquidity into this market, and we're right around the corner from that event happening for Bitcoin. The spot ETFs are 100% going to do that, and if you think they're going to stop the spot ETFs at Bitcoin, you are insane. The XRP ones are also right around the corner. This is the thing that's going to cause that breakout because we are already seeing the excitement in the market. And I just want to show you how early we really are because I think so many people miss out on this. This is what I don't think people fully understand or appreciate. And I think this is going to give you a much better representation of really where we're headed.
Generally takes about we are in the early stages of this technology, and I really want to provide some examples of that. It generally takes about 25 to 30 years for human beings to adopt a new data transfer technology. Radio was invented in 1890, but wasn't commercially available until the 1920s. TV was developed in the 1920s, but wasn't in homes until the 1950s. Email was invented in 1969, but most of you most likely didn't have an email address until 1997. There is one that I really want to focus on, and that's TCP/IP, which is the internet, for those that don't know. It was developed as a DARPA project in 1970, but it wasn't really commercially accepted until 1995 when it was rolled out with Windows 95. There's another important date, which is 1983. 1983 is when TCP/IP was accepted as the standard protocol for internet development, 13 years after it was created. Well, here we are, 13 years after Bitcoin was created, and we're just now starting to talk about standardization. This is not a coincidence. Adoption at this stage is not a technology problem, it's a human conditioning issue. Every 13-year-old in the United States has only existed in a world where Bitcoin has existed. 3 years from now, every 16-year-old will have only existed in a world where Bitcoin has existed. 16 years old is an important date because it's generally when someone becomes interested in becoming a developer. They are the adoption layer. We here in this room, we're the infrastructure layer. It's our responsibility to create an environment where every 13-year-old American has a framework upon which they can build the next world on.
So guys, I just think that is so important to understand. XRP is only 10 years old. And what are we watching? We are watching mass adoption of the asset behind the scenes. No, it's not mainstream yet, but XRP is already being used by some of the biggest institutions out there. SBI, one of the largest banks in the entire world, using XRP for remittances. And guys, we saw Ripple meeting with the Federal Reserve as early as 2013. Guys, the institutions are starting to adopt this technology behind the scenes. We are constantly seeing XRP brought up in these internal banking reports about how XRP will help leapfrog slow and expensive correspondent banking. The big institutions are talking about this, and if you see the clips I put together sometimes on the weekends of all these different people talking about XRP, you would know they have been talking about these things for a very long time. Now, some people are constantly saying, where are the results? Where are the results? But as you learned in this clip, the results are never immediate. It takes human beings a long time to actually fully wrap their head around how we're going to take advantage of the technology, how we're going to adopt it and build frameworks around the technology when it really goes mainstream. XRP is only 10 years old. We should not expect it to have mainstream adoption yet. But what we are watching is the infrastructure being built for it to actually achieve that mainstream adoption. The things that need to happen right now are happening behind the scenes. Those moves are being made so XRP really can be this new value transfer protocol in our next generation financial system. And guys, the reason why the gains haven't been there yet is because that mainstream acceptance hasn't happened yet. But that's also the reason why there's still an opportunity to invest here and make money. If that mainstream adoption already happened, there would be no point in investing in XRP because the gains would have already been there. One of the things about being early is you need to understand that you have to go through a lot in order to get the gains. If things were easy, if the things were already adopted and everything was obvious, there would be no gains to be made. The reason why this asset class is potentially so profitable and there's so much money to be made here is because you're early and you have to deal with the fact that these things are slow, they take time. Guys, the more the mainstream is going to catch up and understand what we have seen since the early days. Guys, when these people understand what is here, they are going to flood in, and that's where us, the people who were early, the people who saw the vision from the start, get to profit from all the years where we were forced to go through time periods where we questioned, hey, why hasn't this taken off yet? Guys, what we are watching is nothing new. Like you heard in this clip, it happens with every technology. Being early isn't always fun when you have to go through the process of fighting to get the adoption, fighting to make sure these things play out like you thought it would, but the fun part is when everyone realizes you were right from the start. Guys, the XRP community has been right on everything, from XRP having utility, from Ripple beating the SEC in court, from XRP not being a security, and there is no doubt in my mind that we will continue to be right as these things play out. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does mean so much. And for now, Mickle out.